Much has been made of Anthony Davis's future over the past few weeks. His latest comments to Yahoo Sports certainly make it a strong statement. Here's what he said to Chris Haynes about what he values most in his career. Quote, "I'd take legacy over money. I want to have a legacy. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing. But I think in that sense, money or legacy, I think my legacy will win that battle every time." Scottie, what kind of message does this send the New Orleans Pelicans?
Well, I don't think it's that much of a message to the Pelicans because they got an open slate for him to leave any kind of legacy there with the New Orleans Pelicans that he wants.
But the trade deadline is in 6 weeks, so is this telling them you better make some moves so that if you want me to stay here, my legacy is important and what we do is here is important?
Well, I think they know that they got some work to do to maintain free agents, big-time free agents. A guy like Anthony Davis, one of the top players in today's game, is very difficult for small market teams. And especially when you see teams like Golden State, the success that they're having with their big three. Obviously, Anthony Davis wants some of that success, and he wants to play with great players as well. So it may be sending them a message, but it also could be telling them, hey, we can get better and build a legacy here in New Orleans.
We just put up the money difference.
Rachel, are you ready for this?
Okay.
I need to apologize to you, and I need to apologize to America. I was wrong. I was wrong. Right?
Please make sure we're recording this so I can play it back later.
Exactly, over and over again. All the while I've been telling you no one's going to pass up that Supermax. Why would he pass up the Supermax? It's never been passed up. I was in the G League Showcase this last week with my buddy Mark Spears over there and talked to a lot of different people, league execs, talked to some media people, and we actually came up with the math why he would turn down the Supermax. Because if he gets traded, he's got a trade kicker on his deal. So that adds some money to that.
He also has another contract after this next contract.
He's on his, whatever team acquires him via trade is going to have his full bird right. So they can't give him that Supermax, but they can give him
a lot.
A lot. And then if he signs a 2+1 deal, meaning not a full 5-year deal, but just something to get him
the same thing Kevin Durant has done, the same thing LeBron did in the past.
It gets him to 10 years, which gets him to where he signs the super-duper big deal. And so over the lifetime...
Can you say it again?
I was wrong, and you were right. I was wrong, and Rachel was right.
Thank you.
Over the lifetime of the deal, we're talking about maybe a difference of $15 million, not the $80 million that I've been shouting from the mountaintops. So my bad, America. I'm sorry.
And I've been saying all along, too, that first of all, I don't think in the end it will be that much money when you look at the contracts coming after, and then also endorsement money and all of that. And, Scottie, I've been asking every guy in your chair who comes through, $15 million is a tremendous amount to all of us regular people. If you are an NBA player who is making, these guys are going to make, what, $400 million over the course of their career. Yeah. The idea of getting the opportunity to choose your own destiny, choose where what city you wake up in every morning, where your children are raised, who your teammates are, who you play for, whether you have a shot at the title. At some point, if you are in that category of people who have so much money coming in from contracts and endorsements, I would think the other stuff becomes, as he says, that legacy stuff, it becomes more important.
I mean, he said it best, that the legacy is more important to him than the money. So obviously, he's going to be looking forward to being in the playoffs. He's going to be looking forward to playing in the playoffs in the future. So unless you're gearing your team up to be there, then you're not going to get a guy like Anthony Davis because he is the future of the NBA. He's one of those players like Giannis that we're going to start to see play in the playoff round. So I expect that the New Orleans will have to make some kind of changes or they're going to lose him.
2 years ago, they made a big splash by acquiring DeMarcus Cousins. Mm-hmm. They might need to do the same type of deal this time around in order to just send that message to him that we are committed to giving you legacy here in New Orleans.
Absolutely. And look, it's not their fault Boogie got hurt. Yeah. They tried to make the move, so this is not on them in that way. Right. But they did not decide to re-sign Boogie this summer. And again, I understand all the reasons they did. I totally do. But that decision has consequences.
But I will say this, that Boogie was not the right player to keep Anthony Davis there. You have to bring a player there that can make Anthony Davis better.
Right.
And not to say that Boogie can't make him better, but it has to be more of a perimeter player that can control the tempo of the game and sort of help Anthony Davis be great on the court.
And be that complement to Drew Holiday and sort of the other pieces that they have in place. It's going to be very, very interesting next 6 weeks in New Orleans, Louisiana.